What if I told you that the weight you're watching disappear on Ozempic isn't all fat, and a chunk of it is actually your muscle, your strength, the thing keeping you mobile as you age? Stanford researchers just confirmed it in a study published this month. Clinical trials have shown these drugs can cause nearly 14% loss of lean muscle mass. That's about 15 pounds of muscle gone, not fat. And the scariest part? Most people taking these drugs have no idea this is happening to their bodies right now. Here's what's actually happening inside your body on Ozempic or Wegovy. Up to 40% of the weight you lose on these drugs is lean mass. And lean mass includes your muscles, your bones, your organs, not just fat. Let that sink in. You step on the scale, you see the number drop, you feel like you're winning. But a huge portion of that number is your body cannibalizing muscle tissue, not melting away fat. One of the largest research reviews ever done on this looked at 27 separate studies and found that fat-free mass loss ranged anywhere from 4% all the way up to 57% of total weight lost. And for the worst affected quarter of patients, nearly half of everything they lost was muscle, not fat. So why does this actually matter? Because muscle isn't just about looking toned. Muscle is your metabolism, your mobility, your ability to get up off the floor when you're 70 years old. Doctors are now specifically warning that GLP-1 drugs may worsen something called sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength, especially in older patients. And here's the disturbing context. The number of Americans on these drugs exploded from just a few thousand to tens of thousands in only a few years, and a large share of new users are older or already at higher health risk. Doctors describe it simply. When the weight comes off this fast, your body doesn't have time to preserve and rebuild muscle the way it normally would. And here's the part that should genuinely worry you. You can end up looking thin or even normal weight while still carrying dangerously low muscle mass relative to your fat, a combination linked to the same health risks as obesity itself. Insulin resistance, diabetes, heart disease, and reduced mobility. Here's something that should make you pause. Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic, does not list muscle loss as an official side effect on the FDA product label. It's happening in study after study. It's being discussed in medical journals right now in 2026, but it's not sitting in bold print on the box warning. This isn't a small side effect buried in fine print being hidden maliciously. The research is still genuinely evolving. In fact, doctors openly admit the long-term risks of this muscle loss aren't even fully understood yet, and patients are being told to work closely with their healthcare provider to monitor it themselves. Translation. You are, in many ways, on the front lines of a real-time medical experiment, and the burden of catching the problem falls on you and your doctor, not a warning label. The good news, researchers know this is a real problem and they're racing to solve it. Stanford medicine researchers recently found that mice given an experimental drug alongside semaglutide showed improved muscle regeneration and recovery of strength without undermining the fat loss at all. That experimental compound has already passed phase 1 human safety trials, with the next phase of human testing planned later this year. Separately, another antibody treatment called bimagrumab is being tested specifically in patients on Wegovy to see if it can preserve muscle and bone density at the same time. So this isn't science fiction. There are real funded efforts in 2026 trying to fix the exact problem we're talking about. They're just not approved yet. So if you're on Ozempic, Wegovy, or any GLP-1 drug right now, here's the real takeaway. This doesn't mean panic and stop your medication. Talk to your doctor before making any changes like that. What the research actually recommends is straightforward: resistance training, regular strength exercise, and making sure you're getting enough protein, fluids, and key nutrients while you're losing weight. Many doctors are now recommending patients on these drugs work with a registered dietitian, specifically to protect their muscle while the fat comes off. The drug isn't the villain here. Going in blind to what it's actually doing to your body is. Now you know. Talk to your doctor. Lift something heavy this week. And don't let the number on the scale fool you into thinking it's all fat. If this opened your eyes, subscribe, because there's a lot more about these drugs that isn't making it into the headlines yet.